They did not see the sun or the moon as being 100% of either gender. And I'll explain this. This is seen very specifically in the sun. The sun, according to the Germanic tribes, was a feminine deity, and her name was Sunna. And this has a direct linguistic connection to Sanskrit word called sunya or sunyata. And you hear a lot about this in Buddhism when they talk about shunyata, which is the empty contemplative mind. It's a very deep state of meditation, and it's highly coveted. You also see this in the word soul, which meant soul, and you see that in the Vedic worship of the sun. One of them was Savitur, which is the Gayatri mantra, which is the mantra of the sun. They're worshiping a feminine god. They're worshiping a goddess. So the sun has always had a connection to femininity, but it's important to understand that the sun was not only seen as female. There was also a male aspect to the sun, and that is in the seed word Ra. In the Germanic tradition, we have the rune Raido, which meant the wheel of the sun, and it corresponds with the ray. Egyptians had used the same root word for sun, Ra, and we get the word ray of light coming down. So the rays of light that are coming out of the sun are considered masculine, but the center of the sun, where everything happens, which is connected to nuclear fusion. As I understand it, forgive me, I'm not a physicist, but as I understand it, the sun creates heat and light as a result of the hydrogen molecules fusing underneath all that incredible pressure of gravity, and that nuclear fusion explodes out and creates sunlight and heat. As it happens, the actual surface of the sun is cooler than further out. I think at the edge of the magnetic field of the sun, the heat is much more intense. So that would be the masculine, and the internal would be the feminine. And the Germanic peoples worshipped Sunya. And this is why the sun has a connection to the internal part of the soul. And we use feminine when we talk about the soul, we call her she as well. So this all goes back to this idea of worshiping the sun as feminine. So there you have it. There's some of the differences between the traditional understandings and some of the modern generalizations, incorrect generalizations about the sun and the moon.